Listen, I know everyone wants a packed book. Like you want your books to be stacked with clients, but it just doesn't happen overnight. Hey, this is Crystal Gresham Giles coming straight from the chair, and I'm going to teach you the examples of what it takes to build a strong clientele. Straight from the chair. So a little background about myself. I've been in the industry 28 years now. I have sustained a clientele for the last 28 years. Now, did that happen overnight? No. Do I have clients that's been with me since the beginning and before I even went to cosmetology school? Yes, but it's also how I keep them or how I've kept them that they keep coming back. This industry is getting so transactional that we're forgetting the professionalism that keeps a client. It's not just people coming in and out of your salon or in and out of your chair. Those are customers. How do you build a strong clientele, Crystal? I think about here in Atlanta, Fox 5 use dedicated, determined, and dependable. You're dedicated to your craft. You're determined to be the best that you can be, and you're a dependable stylist. The worst thing is not to be dependable. The worst thing is to say that you're going to be somewhere or do something and you don't. Come on, y'all. Like, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, that's just unacceptable, that part. Y'all know I just be coming up with sayings. I be trying to get them, but y'all give them back to me in the comments. Y'all know how I am. That's what you should do in this industry. Like, be prepared when your client comes in, and don't come in having to get prepared. Okay, girl, give me a second. Give me a cup of coffee. Let me get your color. Let me see what I got. Be there 30 minutes before so you're not rushed and they're not rushed. Now, I've taught this a lot of times to stylists, and one young lady was like, well, my clients was coming in late. I said, because you've trained them for so long that you were going to be late, that they stayed consistent with being late. You got to give it time to turn around so they can see the new you. They haven't had a chance. 3 months is not going to get them to see the new you. 6 months may not even get them to see the new you. Give them time. Put it into practice. What you put out is what you're going to get back. I just believe that wholeheartedly. Presentation. It matters, y'all. I don't care who says they don't care how they stylists look. It matters when you're building a clientele. I mean, yes, Yogi in the hood can probably do everybody hair out the house on Saturday with her bonnet on. But when we talking about building a real clientele who wants to pay you your worth, presentation matters. Where you're doing hair matters. All of this matters. Like, I'm not coming to your house all the time and pay you what you think you may be worth. I'm not. I will go to a nice place, a decent place, and pay extra just because of the presentation. That stylist that looks like she comes to work, like has a career, i.e. me. This is how I come to work. I'm not dressing on the podcast any other way than I dress when I'm in the salon. I'm not dressing up for a podcast. If you've been to me, you know this is what I do. Yes, I might have some jeans on, but it'll be a cute top. I've had jeans on in my podcast, but it's my presentation. It lets people know that I'm here to do the work and I'm looking the part to do the work. Understand this one. Respecting the craft towards your clients. Your clients don't want to be just a transaction, y'all. When are you going to sit there and discuss what are their goals? And you've probably heard me say it before, but I use the GPS. Where do you want to go? Where are you now? How can I get you there? If we can get you there. The GPS is the part of the consultation that gives the client the ease of who you are and what you can do and cannot do. It gives you the opportunity to let them know your knowledge in this industry. Yeah, you can put a ponytail on. Yeah, you can do all of that. Yeah, you can flat iron some hair. But do you really know how to keep a clientele? Do you really know how to keep that client happy and coming back? Now, I'm not here to fuss and argue about some people. I don't have to say nothing to clients. Well, I don't want the stylist to say nothing to me. Everybody has a preference. And that's a very small percentage. But if you were to question 100 women and they tell you about their experience in a salon and what they would like, I guarantee you 8 out of 10 are going to say how the salon looks, how the stylist look, how the stylist act, the things that they did. Like, people like an experience, you all. So give them an experience. That's how you create a clientele. Attract them with your own beauty. And I'm talking about your hair. Attract client, do your hair. So the first thing they can say oh, your hair is beautiful. Who did it? Ding dong, opportunity. Here's my card. I did my own hair. You did your own hair? Yes, girl. Be able to give them a business card because they see what they want in you. Your clients are walking billboards. Sometimes in the beginning, when I first started out, I worked at Rich's Hair Salon. A lot of them, you might know it as Macy's, but I worked in the salon inside of the store. And I would do some of the employees at a huge discount just so they could walk around, and especially if they sold perfume or jewelry to where people are directly in contact with them, those are the ones I would say, hey, come get your hair done so that I can show you what I can do. So when they're there buying the perfume or the jewelry, people will say, well, who did your hair? And they're like, oh, she right upstairs in the salon. Now, people were excited because they could get their hair done on their credit card. I loved it. I made a killing. But what I realized was I had walking billboards around me. So don't feel like you're doing someone's hair just for free. You're using them as marketing, especially if you know they are going to be at an event. They are around a lot of people. Their job consists of them looking good and people seeing them. Those are the people you want to target. You don't want to use the girl or the guy who doesn't do anything, or they're behind the scene and nobody ever sees them. That's not your marketer. That's not your marketing material. That's not your walking billboard. Your walking billboard is the person who's been seen a lot. Take that, I ain't doing no more free hair. Think about marketing strategies, okay? You have to really hone in on your picture taking, your videos, so that people can see exactly what you're doing. Now, I know over time, back in the day when it first started off, we made these little collages. We have advanced from that. All of these phones do a lot of stuff. Get away from the AI on your real pictures. Like, that's not what you do. Take real videos of what you're doing and post that. Make sure your lenses are clean. Clean off the back of your lenses, the front and the back. If you get to a point where you can hire somebody, do that. Make sure your content is good if you're trying to grow and build this clientele. Have hours of operations. That's what I have. No, I do not answer the salon phone Sunday through Tuesday. I answer the salon phone Wednesday through Saturday. Those are our hours of operation. Those are the hours that I answer the phone. I don't operate on Wednesday, but I do receive phone calls and respond to people on Wednesday. Stick to those and it'll work out. But you cannot just not respond to people or get a text message and never respond. Even with your text messages, I taught one of the stylists this. Have an automatic response or have something written somewhere in your notes that you can copy and paste and say, hey, unfortunately, we are unavailable to respond right now, but we will respond in 24 hours or we will respond by Wednesday if this is, say something to let the people know that you acknowledge that you've seen them, that you've seen their text, and you will get back with them. The worst thing is not to acknowledge people or have it hard to book with you. You understand? And the other thing with the online booking, y'all got to stop with all these rules. Now, I get it. I know you have to have the rules, but y'all got rules and fees that come with the rules. Like, come on. Like, no, I don't accept kids in here unless being serviced. I have that. Your payments, like booking, I can charge you up to 100% of the booking. With me, you just never get back on my books. Now, I understand how people are booking appointments and not coming in. I'm getting okay with the deposits. I understand how that works. I understand how leaving a credit card helps secure you. because nobody wants to be waiting to work and then don't get to work. That's not fair on anybody's end. So clients, be mindful when you're booking, make sure that you're going to show up. Or if you don't, call or leave a message or however you communicate to let them know that you're not coming. But call, no shows, that's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. And as a stylist, it really is hurtful. It's like you going to work and you work for a couple of hours and they tell you, yeah, we're not paying for that. Because that's what we have done. We've blocked out that area just for you to come in, and you no call, no show. So I just went to work and didn't get to do anything, because at this point I can't call anybody to schedule them because you didn't call nor show up at all. Having an experience when they walk in the salon, is it nice? Is it polite? Are people speaking? Do you have refreshments? Do you have somewhere they can get drinks or water? Like, give people an experience. And I'm telling you, it will bring you a clientele. Be consistent in everything that you do. Even if you're back into the salon with somebody else, if you're back into a salon or you're in a suite, create your own for you and your name and your brand, because that's how you will build a clientele. The other, I think I left this one off, community engagements. I think I talked about that by sending people out to different communities with their hair done, but also you're going to different events and community events and sharing who you are. A lot of people just don't know who you are or where your business is. And y'all, they have, even if it's a male event or predominantly male, they have wives and girlfriends. Go to these events, go to different events. And these are the steps that will help you build a strong clientele, because a clientele is not just customers, it's a relationship with the client in your chair. This is Crystal Gresham Giles, coming straight from the chair. Straight from the chair.